10 big ideas about community management. Community management is a lifestyle. It is not a job. Your community, it's global, available 24 hours a day. You don't need to limit your engagement. You shouldn't limit your engagement to 9 to 5 Eastern Standard Time. Be prepared to manage and monitor activity when it's convenient for your fans, not for you. Create a team that can work across time zones in real time. If that means scheduling posts, then do it, to make sure that all members of your community can read your tweets, your blog posts, watch your videos, etc., over their morning coffee, their lunch break, and after work, wherever they are. It's about organic engagement. A community does not form overnight. It needs to be cultivated. You can't force engagement. Many of us like to say that social media is like dating, and so therefore you would not propose on the first date. You need to take the time to get to know your community members. Learn more about them, learn what they're about, and they'll take the time to invest in your brand. You need to create a strategy that incorporates accelerated growth as well as plateaus. You can't expect to grow consistently over time. There will be plateaus, but you can plan for how you will cultivate and engage the fans that you have when you have them. Bigger isn't always better. Our CEOs may want 1 million fans. Who doesn't? But you'll find that by engaging 100 loyal fans, your reach and influence will grow faster than by buying 1 million likes. Much like any community, 20% is going to do 80% of the work. Pay attention to those users and engage with them so that you can leverage their enthusiasm and commitment to help you build your brand. It takes a village. Community management should not exist exclusively within one department. Everyone is a community manager, regardless of what your job description says. Empower your employees to engage and contribute across platforms with users as necessary. As well, allow your employees the opportunity to solve customer issues. Do not give them a script, let them figure it out. If they care about your brand, they will do the right thing. You can't and you shouldn't expect to manage a community by yourself. You need input from all departments who can provide valuable information and insights that will then benefit your end users. Sharing is caring. Your users have great ideas and questions and comments and feedback. Don't keep them to yourself. Share those feedback with your colleagues so they can fix what's broken and they can innovate new products. Don't create a community silo. Rather, you need to integrate user communities into the organizational culture and infrastructure. And while not every user-generated idea needs to result in a company action, when it does, your users need to know that it came from their feedback. If you don't care, why should they? If you don't put in the effort to engage, how can you expect the same of your users? Sincerity breeds positive feelings in a community. No matter how inane or annoying they may be at times, it's important to remain calm and carry on. And though we think that our brand and its impact in the universe is quite significant, don't take yourself too seriously. Arrogance can breed alienation and sometimes disaster. You are not a robot. Act human. Engage with your users in a voice that's authentic to your brand. Reminding your community that there are people behind the brand can help humanize you and build empathy, which is really, really helpful when you make a mistake. Research indicates that by simply responding to a user's complaint or comment on any platform can increase their opinion of your brand. If several team members manage a community, identify yourself. Zappos does a great job of this. If you're on Twitter, you know that, hi, I'm Dawn, it's 5 a.m., and I'm here to take your questions for the next 2 hours. How can I help you? Adding personas can help users relate to you and your brand, which can then help build trust. And as cool as robots are, and they're very cool, people trust humans more to listen to their issues and solve their problems. But you're only human. You can use apps like Buffer and If This Then That, which is my new favorite tool, to create and execute repetitive tasks, such as when people mention you on Twitter, or when they talk about you on a blog, or, these are the same things as Google Alerts. You can streamline these types of tasks so you can focus more time on engaging and managing your community. However, just because you can automate doesn't mean you should. As we previously discussed, automated direct messages or automatic follows, probably not the best idea. Add value, not work. It's tempting, very tempting to get your fans to jump through hoops, to win rewards and perks. But any task or engagement with your brand should add value, not work to the customer experience. As your community evolves, it's so essential that you continually ask yourself, what's in it for them? Conversely, anything you ask of your community should create value for your company. Don't ask questions for the sake of asking. Ask questions that lend insight for products, services, and marketing messages. And finally, community is everywhere. Don't treat the customers who walk through your door, call you on the phone, or email you any differently than you do if they're online. Every touch point is an opportunity to engage and create positive interactions. As well, you need to develop content that reflects the consistent voice of your persona. Don't be personable online and unhelpful on the phone. Integrate customer relations management. Great CRM can show you where your customers have been no matter where they are, and then feed that information back to your employees so you can understand where they've been, where they're going, and what they need. And with that, I leave you.